Ingredients, tatlong itlog. Ay, magluto tayo ng embutido. Ingredients, tatlong itlog, carrots, red bell pepper, resin, red yellow onions, cheese. Siyempre, yung ground pork. Ground pork natin.
Right in front of our faces. A strawberry. This one looks so pretty. The melona. This is my fave. I used to hate it growing up because it's not the sweetest ice cream. And then we've got mango, and then we have banana. Let's see. So we've got green, pink, orange, yellow, and white. So cute, look at this. The ice cream are chilling, they're melting. We're just gonna let it sit for like 10 minutes. I mean, you're supposed to let it fully melt. So maybe I'll do some of this action. Maybe it helps, I have no idea. So the movie that we're talking about today is a Spanish thriller, which by the way, I think that this might be the last band before we together, and in comes the Morales case, which is the whole movie. The judge is like, listen, you've got a new case, it's on your table, and he's a little bit upset. What do you mean? That guy's supposed to get it. Let's call him Jonathan, you know? Jonathan is the other criminal detective. It's his turn to get the case. I just finished a case. Like, I have to do paperwork. No, you're getting the case today. So he's a little bit upset, and you just, as a viewer, you're like, what the heck? I mean, I would never, that's like the whole tweet about what if I'm the episode on Investigation Discovery that some forwards, she's like, this one's boring. It's like your murder, you know? And so he's like, okay, well, I guess I'll take the case. He rushes to the crime. They ran the plates, and can you guess? Starts with a B, ends with a I'm about to fire your ass. You know, do you know anyone like that? The license plate number is this. And he's like, okay, yeah, it was us. So he confesses to it, and he says, what is your problem? Why are you breaking into an old woman's house? For what? Because he's in some pictures with the victim? Like, that's not probable cause. That you can't even get a search warrant for something like that, which is obviously why you broke into the woman's house. Don't ever do that again. And he gets left off on a warning, and Irene calls him into her office. Thankfully for Irene, she was able to smooth talk the other jurisdiction and get the charges lifted. They're not going to arrest Benjamin. They're also not going to fire him, but the case is officially closed.
Closed? Who's the
Bizarre.
Who's the killer?
They don't know. They're just going to close it. Yeah, love that police can just do that, you know? They're just like, you know what? We decide that we're closing it because we can't solve it. So there we go. So they closed the freaking case. We microwaved the mochi for 2 minutes, mixing in between. Now we're just going to put a little bit of oil onto our clean little board so that we can knee it on there really well.
Did you tell me what you're making?
Yeah, melona mochi.
A mochi.
A mochi. I'm making a melona mochi.
It's hot, huh?
Yeah, very hot. Oh my god. Oh my god. I keep burning myself and I keep going in to grab it again. Like, it's kind of the dumbest thing I've ever done. Like, when will she learn? We don't know. But I feel like for stuff like this, time is of the essence, no?
Yeah.
So, let me get this one a little oily. Okay. I just imagine, like, the people listening to the audio, like, in the car, and you just hear, like, what are you listening to? Okay. Now I got the strawberry in there. You're just going to kind of knee it into a ball. I mean, it's already a very...
I think they took it folding
Okay,
to make it round.
pulling.
No, they kind of pulled the thing into it.
Yeah, okay. My fingers are getting first-degree burns right now, and you're just backseat driving this mochi to town. So about a year passes, and Benjamin is busy working on other cases because, you know, it happens. He's got a million other things to do. When he walks through a very busy train station, and he happens to run into Ricardo, and he's saying, oh, Ricardo, like, what are you doing? What are you doing just sitting here? Are you waiting for someone? And so Ricardo tells him that he has been waiting at this train station and all the other busy ones in this area for the past year, every single day after work. Because if this Ian guy is living in this city, if he's anywhere near this city, he would probably have to use one of these as transportation, right? And he's telling Benjamin all of this as if this doesn't sound crazy, like as if this doesn't sound sad sad. We're like, oh my god, what do we do, right? Which honestly, no one's like shading him for not moving on, right? This is traumatic. And Benjamin looks guilty because this case has been closed and he hasn't been searching for Ian. He hasn't been searching for anyone. Now I'm just gonna pull apart these nice, juicy, I'm so nervous, round little, I have made some inappropriate things. Nice little round, juicy mochis.
That's pretty cute.
It looks kind of cute, no?
That's good.
I'm gonna check more.
Beautiful.
Wow. Wow. So Benjamin runs back to the office and he goes up to Judge Irene and he says, listen, I need you to do me a huge favor. I have never seen anyone in love like this. I have never seen pure, unadulterated, just pure straight up love and devotion like I've seen on Ricardo. I have worked so many cases, so many family members, so many spouses get murdered or get killed or disappeared, and I have never seen love like this, and he deserves answers. And so what does Judge Irene do? She secretly low-key loves Benjamin, but she's engaged to a very world-renowned engineer. She says, okay, fine, open up the case again. Open up the safe. That's what they do. So now Benjamin and Pablo, his assistant, start going over those letters that they stole from Ian's mom's house, and they realize something very strange, right? And Pablo realizes this, the assistant. He says, there's things that you can change in a man. You can change his work, you can change the way he lives, you can change his girlfriend, you can change the way he dresses, but there are certain things that you can't change. Passion. My passion is drinking at bars after work, okay? That's my passion. No matter where I go, I'm not going to stop doing this because that's my passion. And read these letters. They have numbers, they have names. We kept looking up, criminal records of all these people, but maybe it's not his friends. It's soccer. All the numbers and all... There's no point in questioning him because he didn't do it.
What?
What? So of course Benjamin's like, what are you talking about? And Ian's like, see, she knows I didn't do it. There's no way that he could have done it. Think about it. You're a crime detective. Think about it. There's no way. I mean, let's look at these autopsy pictures, right? She scrolls around into the files, finds the autopsy pictures. She was brutally assaulted. This guy, look at his arms. They're noodles. We're looking for someone who has upper body strength. This one's not it. He's got noodle arms. And Ian looks a little bit pissed, but okay, yeah, I didn't do it. And besides, remember the report? Do you want to try?
I want to try it all.
Okay. But you don't want to have a preference. Should we start with the OG?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with the melon.
So what's that face?
No, it's so good. It's just enough sweetness.
This is good. This is more like a fish mochi. It's like a real mochi.
The strawberry is my favorite. Wow. Wow. Okay. The banana.
I'm blown away.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Those gnarly. The coconut. So far, I like the strawberry, the melon, then the banana. I think you'll love coconut. It's toasty. Best for last, mango. Oh, this one's good. I am so impressed. And I think because mochi can be really expensive. If you're home, you've got a dinner party, this make these. No? And the different colors, the softness, the slightly sweetness, so good. Yeah. I'm gonna link the person who made
luto na eh. Luto na lagi. Nagway luto na.
Brown lagi ito sila.
Kito nga tilags kuan. Kinailangaw do, dali na doon. Kinailangaw. Ito na yung embutido. Lunch o lumpia. Kaya nga ano? Ginaling with
Korean green peas.
ha? With corn. Ha? Peas and corn. Carrots. Let's kabit.